Hello, English learners and practitioners. Welcome to another episode of the podcast Your English Always Better. I am Charlie. In today's podcast, the dialogue will be full of twists and turns between a couple who know each other but have difficulties staying together. The ending is surprising. You will enjoy the story and learn a lot about phrases and verbs in the dialogues. Let's get started.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's not. Please, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. It's so busy here today. It seems like everyone decided to go out at the same time.
Yes, it's quite crowded. Do you come here often?
Sometimes. I love the atmosphere and the energy of this place. How about you?
It's my first time. My colleague recommended this park, said it's a great place to relax and think.
Oh, really? And what do you think so far? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very relaxing, and the people seem very friendly. What's your name?
I'm Sophia. And you?
I'm Ethan. Nice to meet you, Sophia.
Nice to meet you too, Ethan. I see you have some architecture books. Is that your favorite subject?
I'm an architect. I'm always involved in construction and design projects, and I always like to read about related topics. What do you do for a living?
I'm a journalist. I write for a travel magazine. I love telling stories about different places and cultures. Traveling and writing are my passions. Each trip is a new discovery, and each person I meet has a unique story. Do you like your job?
Yes, I like it a lot. It's creative and rewarding to see a project come to life. It starts with some sketches and soon becomes a literal concrete reality somewhere in the city.
It's fascinating to think of it that way. Well, finishing the introductions, I live just a few blocks from here. And you?
I live a bit farther away, but it's a good bike ride. I like to enjoy the ride to think and relax. Biking is one of my favorite hobbies. Speaking of which, do you have any hobbies?
I love photography and cooking. I enjoy capturing special moments and experimenting with new recipes. When I travel, I combine the pleasure of traveling with culinary and photography experiences. Do you like traveling?
I love it, but because of work, I don't travel as much as I'd like. On my last vacation, I couldn't travel because I was busy buying an apartment.
Well, on the one hand, it's good because buying an apartment or a house is always an important achievement.
No doubt, but now I'm dying for a trip of at least a week, which would help me relax a lot. Well, I need to go. Would you like to have coffee again someday? Or maybe even dinner with me?
I'd love to. We talked briefly, but I enjoyed meeting you. Here's my number. Let me know when you want to go out.
Thank you, Sophia. I'll call you soon.
Okay, Ethan. Have a great day.
You too, Sophia. See you soon. Hi, Sophia. You look stunning tonight.
Hi, Ethan. Thank you. You look charming too. I like your style.
Thank you. Have you been to this restaurant before?
No, it's my first time. It looks wonderful. Have you been here before?
Yes, once. The food is fantastic, and the atmosphere is very cozy. I've heard the chef is quite renowned.
I can't wait to try all the delights. What do you recommend from the menu?
I think the seafood is really good. They have an incredible variety of dishes. Do you like seafood?
Yes, I love seafood. Do you have a favorite dish here?
I really like the seafood risotto. It's very tasty, and they do a great job with the presentation. Maybe we could share a dish?
That sounds perfect. Let's do that. While we wait for the food, tell me more about yourself. Are you married or do you have a girlfriend?
No, I wouldn't be here with you if I were married or had a girlfriend. I've been single for 3 months after a long 5-year relationship.
Wow, 5 years? How did it end?
Over something silly. My ex got jealous one day when I took her to a dinner with coworkers. My boss sat next to me, and my ex swore up and down that my boss was blatantly flirting with me. But my boss is friendly and attentive to everyone. Anyone who knows her knows that. My ex didn't believe what I said, and we ended up arguing and breaking up.
My God, just because of that? Could it be that your ex was right and your boss was really trying to get with you?
No, definitely not. In fact, my boss has a boyfriend now and is very happy.
I sensed you spoke very fondly of your ex. Do you still like her?
I liked her a lot, but it's over. Life goes on. And you, tell me, are you single?
Yes, I haven't dated anyone for almost a year. It's hard to date because my schedule is irregular. Work always comes up on weekends and at night. So no boyfriend wants to stay with me. But I use my alone time to study and improve in my profession. When destiny wants, the man of my life will appear. Well, changing the subject, how was your day?
It was calm. I had many meetings, but I managed to get a lot done. It gives a nice feeling that mixes tiredness with a sense of accomplishment. And how was your day?
It was busy, but good. I had to write several articles and do some interviews. Every day is a new adventure in my job. That's something I like the most, never having a routine.
I imagine it must be very dynamic. What kind of projects are you working on currently?
I'm writing a series of articles about little-known destinations that are amazing to visit. I'm loving discovering these places and sharing them with readers. And you, what projects are you involved in?
I'm designing a new community center. It's a challenging project, but very rewarding. I love seeing how architecture can positively impact people's lives.
That's really interesting. You seem very passionate about what you do. Do you have any funny or interesting stories from your work?
Well, not so funny, but once a client hired me to design a house for him and his wife. But he wanted a hidden room that only he would know how to find. When I asked the reason, he told me he needed to hide his pacifier collection. Don't ask me why, but he collected pacifiers and hid it from his wife.
Wow, it's not exactly a funny story, but it's at least strange and curious. I have several blunders, sometimes mine, sometimes the interviewee's. I'll tell you one of mine. I had scheduled an interview with a restaurant owner, and he talked about one of the main dishes, which was a recipe with beef liver. Without me knowing, he had already asked the chef to prepare it and brought the dish to me. I don't like beef liver, but I thought it would be rude not to at least try it. But when I put the meat in my mouth, I couldn't swallow it, and worse, I choked and spat everything out on the table. It was a horror. Embarrassed, I ended up telling him that I didn't like liver. He understood, even apologized, and brought me shrimp, which were delicious.
That sounds incredible. Now it might seem funny, but I imagine your despair at the time.
By the way, don't even mention it. It was crazy. This dinner of ours is really pleasant, isn't it? I'm glad we did this. A toast to a great night.
A toast, Sophia.
Hi, Ethan. It's good to see you again here at this cafe. How are you?
Hi, dear. I'm fine. And you? I sensed you sounded worried when you called inviting me for coffee. What's going on?
Our last date was amazing, but I have to confess that something bothered me a lot. You checked your phone at least 10 times and seemed a bit distant each time you looked at the messages. Can you tell me what was going on?
Don't be mad. I didn't want to tell you to avoid ruining the night, but it was my sister who was going through a tough time.
What do you mean by going through a tough time?
Yes, she recently got divorced and has been relying on me for support. She's very upset and needs someone to talk to.
Sorry, Ethan, but it didn't seem like it was something with your sister. I don't see why you wouldn't have told me. Besides, you got very agitated with each new message. You even went to the bathroom after one of the messages and stayed there for almost 15 minutes, remember? I honestly think you're hiding something.
It's nothing like that. I just wanted to make sure she was okay. She's my sister, and I worry about her.
Since we're still getting to know each other, I need to be very honest with you. I don't tolerate lies in any form. My gut tells me you're lying, but you say you're not. So okay, let's drop this topic for now.
Calm down, Sophia. You're overreacting. Nothing serious happened. If you're going to be so jealous, I also think it will be difficult for us to continue. I've had jealousy issues with my ex-girlfriend.
Then maybe it's better if we don't continue. I went through a terrible experience in my previous relationship because of lies, and I won't admit to living through that again. I suggest you resolve the situation with your sister and maybe even spend more time with her if that's the case. But I want to stay away until you decide. Goodbye.
Okay, Sophia, I'll sort this out. Thank you for agreeing to meet me again. It was hard not seeing you or talking to you for the past 10 days. And it's great that we're back at the cafe where we met.
I missed you too. But let's not waste time. You said on the phone that you had something important to tell me. I hope it's true.
I want to apologize and need to confess something. I was really talking to my sister, but it wasn't about her divorce. She's actually been separated for a while now.
I'm not understanding. Can you explain better?
I lost my job 2 weeks ago. I'm having financial problems. My sister is trying to help me, although she's not doing well financially either. She wants to sell her car to help me, but I can't accept that at all. I was embarrassed. I sold my car and ended up losing my savings in a bad investment. We're still getting to know each other, and I didn't want to expose this in such a way, but I also don't want to miss the opportunity to continue what we're starting.
Well, I don't even know what to say, but I like you and would like you to trust me to share your problems. We all have problems, but if we want to be together, it's better to talk about these problems, don't you think?
I know. Sorry. I'm looking for a job, but you need to know that until I find something interesting, I have to cut my costs and can't go out with you as much.
I'll pay for everything. I don't want this to stop us from enjoying our time together. In fact, I want to lend you $10,000 for your basic expenses.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm not in a position to refuse, although I'm embarrassed to have to accept it. Rest assured that as soon as I find a job, I'll pay you back.
It's okay, relax. Look, my parents have a beach house that will be empty this weekend. What do you think about going there? While we have some fun, you can also use the computer to look for job opportunities.
That sounds great. Today is still Monday, and I have some interviews scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday. Then after that, we can plan the trip to the beach, okay?
Sure, we'll sort everything out after your interviews. Well, shall we go? I still have some articles to write today.
Yes, let's go. Hi, Sophia. We won't be able to go to the beach anymore. Remember I had 2 interviews? One of them worked out. I'm employed again.
Wow, that's great. But why can't we go to the beach? Do you have to work on the weekend? And what's with the face? You don't seem happy at all about getting a job.
I won't be working on the weekend. Actually, I only start the job next Monday.
Great then. We can go to the beach before and party a lot to celebrate your new job. What do you think? I'm very excited to share this moment of joy with you.
It's just that there's an issue with all this. Remember I mentioned an ex-girlfriend? She's also an architect. We graduated together from college. When I finished the interview with the director, I ran into my ex, who also recently started working at the same company. I swear I didn't know that.
Wow, that's quite a coincidence. But I don't understand. What's the problem with her working there and you not being able to go to the beach on the weekend? I should be the one worried about you two working together, but on the contrary, I'm happy you got the job.
Well, she invited me for a happy hour to talk about the company and prepare me for the work environment. I went, but we ended up drinking a bit too much and ended up kissing.
What? I knew it. The day you talked about her, it was clear in your eyes how much you still like her. But I didn't imagine you would go around kissing her without talking to me first.
Yes, I made a mistake, and I don't deny it. I apologize, but the thing is, you're right. I still love her. In fact, we both still love each other a lot. And now that we'll be seeing each other every day because of work, it will be impossible to deny this love for each other. I was really enjoying getting to know you, truly, but I can't go against my heart. I didn't want to hurt you, and I apologize. And I have the $10,000 you lent me. Here they are.
I'm very hurt, yes, because I was sincerely very involved with you and believing we could have a beautiful future together. I'm not ready to forgive now because you should have talked to me before kissing her. But I know no one can fight against love that comes from the heart. I'll cry for hours, maybe days, but I'll recover. I always recover.
I'd like to remain your friend because I enjoy your company.
No, Ethan, that would be too much for me. You're being selfish wanting to stay with your girlfriend and still have me around. I won't allow that. Our short story ends here. Don't look for me anymore in any way. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sophia. Take care.
Wow, tell me in the comments. Did you expect that twist? Did Ethan do the right thing by telling Sophia everything? Take the opportunity to write in the comments about what kind of topics you want us to make videos about to help you learn English. That's it, dear English learners. If this content was useful for you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Stay until the end of the video to see suggestions for other podcasts that will help you improve your English level. Thank you for being here. See you in the next videos.